The Imperial Gala hummed with the electric tension of 1,000 alien dignitaries, their bioluminescent scales and crystalline exoskeletons catching the light of 3 suns projected through the dome ceiling. Leo wiped his grease-stained hands on his worn jumpsuit for the 5th time, acutely aware that he didn't belong here. He was a mechanic, a human mechanic working in the lower decks of Station Harmony, fixing life support systems and unclogging waste recyclers. The invitation had been a mistake, a glitch in the Imperial database that sent summons to L. Torres, engineering consultant, instead of L. Torres, engineering chief. By the time Leo realized the error, he was already through security, and turning back felt more humiliating than pressing forward. The dining hall stretched before him like a cathedral of chrome and starlight. Each table bore a holographic marker, indicating the rank of its occupants. Leo's eyes darted across the symbols. Supreme Counselors, Fleet Admirals, Sector Governors. He searched desperately for the lowest designation, somewhere he could sit quietly and disappear. Then he saw at a table in the corner with no holographic marker at all. Empty. Perfect. Leo slid into the seat with relief, already planning his escape route after the first course. He barely noticed the figure at the other end of the table until she spoke. "You're sitting in the wrong place." Leo's head snapped up. The young woman was human, a rarity in this sector of space, with dark hair that fell in waves over her shoulders and eyes that held the weariness of someone far older than her years. She sat in what appeared to be an elegant chair, but Leo's mechanic's eye recognized the subtle hum of anti-gravity generators and neural interface ports. A medical mobility throne. Top of the line. "I'm sorry," Leo stammered, starting to rise. "I'll find another." "Don't." Her voice was firm, but not unkind. "Stay. I could use the company. Real company. Not the parade of sycophants who pretend I'm not here." Leo hesitated, then slowly sat back down. "I'm Leo. And you're right. I'm definitely in the wrong place. Wrong table? Wrong gala? Probably wrong station." A smile tugged at her lips. "Lisa. And, technically, this is my table. Daughter of Emperor Marcus of the Terran Concordat." She said it matter-of-factly, like announcing she worked in accounting. Leo's face went pale. "I should really..." "Leo, I've been paralyzed from the waist down since the Krell attack on Terra Nova 3 years ago. I've had 17 surgeries with the best alien surgeons in the galaxy. I've tried Xantharian neural grafts, Voxian bioregeneration, even crystalline consciousness transfers. Nothing works." "Do you know why?" Leo shook his head, transfixed. "Because every species in this room treats human physiology like it's a puzzle to be solved with their technology. They can't imagine that we might be different, incompatible with their solutions." She leaned forward slightly. "So tell me, Leo the mechanic, what do you do when alien technology fails?" Leo blinked. "I improvise. Use human engineering. Simple machines. Basic principles." "Exactly." Lisa's eyes lit up with something he recognized, the same spark he felt when solving an impossible repair. "Everyone keeps trying to fix me with quantum this and bioengineered that. But you know what no one's tried? Simple human ingenuity." Over the next hour, as courses of exotic dishes came and went untouched, Leo and Lisa talked. He described the redundant systems he built into life support, the way he combined old Earth mechanical principles with modern materials. She told him about the frustrated specialists, the experimental procedures, the way everyone treated her body like alien machinery instead of human biology. "The spinal damage is extensive," Lisa explained, pulling up a holographic scan from her throne's interface. "But the nerves aren't severed, they're disrupted. Krell weapons use quantum shift technology that displaces matter at the molecular level." Leo studied the image with a mechanic's focus. Displaced, not destroyed. So, the pathways exist, they're just misaligned. Every specialist wants to replace what's there. But what if we could just realign it? Leo's mind raced. Microservos. Old Earth tech, pre-gravity generation. Used to be in prosthetics before bio-integration. They could be calibrated to apply constant, gentle pressure, gradually coaxing the neural pathways back into position. Combined with human stem cell therapy, Lisa added, excitement creeping into her voice. Not alien biogel. Just our own biology. Doing what it does naturally, healing. It would take months. Maybe years. But it would be human. Lisa's voice caught. My solution. Our solution. A shadow fell across the table. Emperor Marcus stood there, flanked by guards, his expression unreadable. Lisa, the Xantharian Prime Minister, wishes to speak with you about the new regeneration facility they're funding. Father. Lisa's voice was steady. This is Leo Torres. He's an engineer, and we've just outlined a potential treatment plan using human technology. The Emperor's eyes narrowed, studying Leo's stained jumpsuit and nervous posture. Then, something softened in his expression. Is this plan viable? Leo forced himself to meet the Emperor's gaze. Sir, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a mechanic who's good at fixing things everyone else has given up on. But yeah, I think it could work. It won't be fast, and it won't be fancy, but human engineering is reliable. We don't give up. A long silence stretched between them. Then the Emperor smiled a real smile, not the diplomatic mask he'd worn all evening. Humanity. Fuck yeah, he said quietly, using the old Earth phrase that had become the Concordat's unofficial motto. Mr. Torres, how would you like a promotion? I need someone to head a new research division. Human First Medical Engineering. Lisa reached across the table, her hand finding Leo's. And I need a partner. Someone who sees solutions instead of limitations. Leo looked at their joined hands. At the hope in Lisa's eyes. At the Emperor who was willing to trust a grease-stained mechanic with his daughter's future. He thought about every impossible repair he'd ever made. Every time someone said something couldn't be fixed, and he'd proven them wrong. When do we start? As the gala continued around them, the wrong table in the corner became the right place after all. Not because of rank or status, but because sometimes the best solutions come from the most unexpected encounters, and sometimes, being human is the greatest advantage in a galaxy full of advanced aliens. After all, humans don't just survive. They improvise, adapt, and overcome. And they never, ever give up on each other. The end.